Merrick is already there, sitting, sipping from his cup of tea and brandy.
I put on my halo and check the things.
You check the things, the news feeds, the everything that you would like to normally pull up, letters from your friends and allies. That goes quickly.
And enemies. Your enemies write you letters.
Do I have any Christmas cards? Oh no.
No.
It's not Christmas time yet, is it?
Check it out.
I know nobody likes me. Do we need to have a holiday season to emphasize it?
Are there any messages for Andrew? Anyone? Anyone?
I don't know what the time frame is, but I would have sent him my new number.
Thanks.
Along with no thanks to you.
Okay. Thanks to you, I have a new number.
Yeah. Be safe, make smart decisions, or whatever.
The carriage is reasonably comfortable. It is not a regular seats on each side traveling carriage. It is there's a small table, there's a place for food, there is a water closet, and two couches facing each other, a few spare chairs, and I would say on short order, but it is in no way on short order. It's been taking the whole day to get here. The train, Hick, you're on. Miss Mousewitch is on, and at last, the getting into the car on this particular carriage, by the way, is not a walk down to the end of the platform and walk into the carriage. This carriage is immediately after the engines, and the car immediately behind your carriage was the one loaded at 2 p.m. The engine's been moving along since then. So when it comes time for you to be in the carriage, that's a pull up your dress or just hike on along the rail line until you get to the carriage and then climb in.
For like half a mile to a mile.
Yes, this is a long train, and so it's full length, maybe a Realmish mile, and that's the state. It is dark. No surprise. It is, after all, the beginning of the Dark Age. The clouds have come in and are low overhead with a slight misting rain that gives it a faintly film noir kind of feel. And
it's a small bunk room on the train, or
there's no beds here.
okay. No real human accommodation.
You know, the carriage is actually, it's more like a day carriage for.
Oh, sorry, we're off the train.
The train
The
carriage.
second part of the train is a person carrier.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just not a public.
Mm-hmm.
This is more of a private car that was meant for, like, a guy could sleep on either of the couches if somebody wasn't sitting on them. You can have a poker game at the table. It's a nice table for that. There is a water closet. There is
Okay.
a certain amount of food and drinks that are
No, I'm trying-
keeping themselves
yeah.
safe because of their alcohol content.
trying to figure out what the defensible perimeter for me around him is, because he's tagged and I have a Bayom that's basically anything crosses the circle that's not already in the circle when it was established buzzes, so I know.
Okay.
So if he leaves the circle, it buzzes. If someone enters the circle,
What you have is Merrick Benoit. Merrick Benoit. You have Artemis and her maid in waiting, Miss Mousewitch. You have Andrew and yourself. That is, I believe, the full contents of the carriage that are humanly present. There is a there are 2 engineers in the carriage in front, and there are 2 poor employees of Legion Arms that have been packed into cars
that were not meant for human
that are
human habitation.
not really meant for human habitation. These cars have been, this packing is preordained. The numbers have been preset. That information has been available for at least a day or 2.
Yeah.
So everything, when Aquila Arms closes the last car, they have done so in fulfillment of a precise fulfillment of the contract to the T.
So when Artemis gets a seat, I address her. You must be our top right?
Year is 383.
How is your
What month? No.
brother?
Yes.
How's your brother doing?
She waits for the door.
Just making small. Hey, Merrick, how long is this train?
We'll be arriving around 5 in the morning.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, no. Do you want to play a game of chess?
Would you like to play a game?
Sure.
You want a poker?
Oh, children, says Merrick. But do you dare play a real game? And he reaches back and pulls out Romish coin.
Yes, please.
So stressed.
Just cuts to the front and you just see Arliss shiver. It's like, I think somebody's about to get fleeced.
Oh, shoot, count me in.
Benoit smiles and says, "Oh, I'll try not to take all your money."
The sense of noobs playing on expert is tingling up. We crowd around the table.
Goldfish.
Oh no, there's no need to crowd. The table is large enough for 4 people to play. The
4 plus 2 people.
Nope.
No.
Wait, you're not gonna sit next to me and shield me?
I'm gonna stay on my feet.
Okay.
Is Margaret playing?
No.
Wait, who was 4?
The 2
American.
Legion
Miss
armies.
Miss Mousewitch, would you like to jump into the lion's den?
Have I
No.
play against your boss. I was really hoping that Austin, you'd say like, I didn't realize it was my job to shield you financially. It is.
Nope. So he's not gonna say that because like my only job is to keep you alive.
So, the game begins.
You might even say.
The game.
The game is afoot.
Actually, you probably like the poker with your hands. That's true.
No.
Use a hand.
The game is poker.
Just to be fair between the two of you, taking money from Ben Watt is like robbing candy from a small child when you're armed with a baseball bat with nails.
Does that mean it's easy?
Yes, it is.
So like,
it-
you like it's so easy you feel bad.
You- yeah, if
Even Andrew has moral qualms.
yeah, if you
Oh.
are people,
Call it out. No. Everyone has qualms.
if
You don't even know what it is. And you're just
Or
like,
you're
No, it's against the Geneva Convention.
if you are
Just play
capable,
Spending
What?
because
poker.
he's a really good accountant, and his face is an open book to everything that's going on. So, Merrick, on the other hand, fancies himself, well, you know, Ben Watt fancies himself a good player. We both know no. Merrick at a fair table would do fair. This is not a fair table. And so he also, one is clubbing a baby seal. The other one,
Aren't you glad you came back now to
the,
leave?
the,
One is clubbing up.
the other is shooting an ugly badger from about 40 feet away over and over again with a shotgun.
Specifically not ugly badger.
We're talking the North American badger, not the English badger.
So there's
There are multiple.
But this yeah.
Is it a honey badger?
But whatever it is, this badger does not have a girlfriend. Poor badger.
yeah, this is the main thing about it. The main difference is Ben Watt thinks that there must be a mistake someplace in the universe, and if he does the next one, it'll correct itself.
You can take this life savings.
Yeah, Merrick on the other
That's
hand,
praying the gambler's fallacy.
Yeah.
If I play long, if I can win it back.
yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah,
true. I've got the money from the shell game.
yes,
Is that enough?
Probably not enough.
You
to
got the
answer
guy's
that.
life savings.
I
yeah.
still need to load.
Yeah, more or less you have your life savings to work with, but you're still gonna need a loan to stay in.
Damien just had a short.
Mer-
Fine.
Merrick, when you guys decide to, will be losing, but he'll be angry about it, and it's not gambler's fallacy in his case so much as I am going to make this work. I'm
Accountant's fallacy.
Poker's your best because you're playing. He's no longer playing the people. He's trying to play the hand.
yes.
86% of gamblers who stop before they get a big payout.
Don't get a big payout.
So,
I must have it.
what this comes down to is die rolls for the two of you, and I'm going with 7, being the number of creation.
Meaning they have to roll under?
I have created
7 or
money.
7?
No, they're rolling against each other.
Okay.
However, they also are able to manipulate the roll.
Oh.
Andrew, you effectively.
That, maybe that, maybe that, maybe that, maybe that.
Basically, and that will give you a pool of points that you might think like the way a pallet knight manipulates a die roll. And you can,
That across all 7.
yes. So you don't want to use everything on the first roll.
I am heading out.
Okay. Good night. Thank you.
Bye.
Night.
Okay. And it's always hey, this didn't count for anything. Right, bye. Just want to show I got a 1.
Too bad.
Yeah. That would have been cool.
You wasted it.
Yeah, right.
But on this floor, I've also rolled a liner and got a picture of it.
Nice.
So
Picture
Do we
didn't
have to declare
happen.
before we do the roll or after?
no, it's after. But understand that that is your pool for the game for the night, and so you can win a hand if you've got to burn through everything, but it will mean it doesn't come back. So.
Why, Andrew? Are you bleeding out, dying on the floor? Well, you see, I just had to win that game of poker early.
So, die roll number 1.
Oh. Talitha, are you curing resin? Thought that was a black light. I just need my glasses.
Ben Watt thinks he criticals with a 20.
Oh
He's
no!
very convinced that his ace high will win it all.
He forgot which game he was playing.
I'm gonna win it with a 2 high.
My pair of 4s beats his.
Wait.
High ace.
Okay.
Does not do anything more than
Well, basically,
Cards
for
play 7
we will, for the sake of argument,
Bye.
I'm going to go with a difficulty of. Actually, I'm not going to worry about that. We're just going to roll, and lowest roll wins. You can burn power to lower the roll as necessary. Ben Watt starts with a 20.
I start with an 18.
Oh,
First hand.
That is what that is.
That is what it is. I had a 7.
goodbye, good night.
Good?
Good night.
7 on first hand. Can either of you beat that? Go. You let it go. Okay. So Merrick is like, I'm feeling good about this. Ben Watt is sitting there going, I had a good hand. I gotta lose.
3s are supposed to be good, right?
Yeah. I would just, is it lower than a 15?
Yeah.
Is it significantly lower than a 15?
I think he wants to know how much lower than 15 it has to be.
If you can beat an 8.
Sure, I can beat it.
Okay. You win. Okay. Third hand.
What was?
The world may never know.
What are we beating?
You.
What kind of hands do they have? Look at their eyes.
Read the room. Wait, you don't do that.
Ben Watt
She
is
can't, he just doesn't
beginning to fear that his 2 of a kind, probably 6 or 7 high, might not be enough.
No, it's the casino royale soundtrack.
Yeah, of course it is.
I thought there's only 2 of each card.
Darn it.
Yeah. Oh man. How do they keep coming up with the same stuff I do? Yeah.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah. Merrick at this point is also 2 of a kind. However, you believe it is 10s that he has. Which effectively in your case, if you can bring it down below 14, the hand is yours. Okay.
Today.
What was your roll?
An 8.
Today is
An 8. Do you have anything that would beat an 8? You do? Okay. So, how much can you beat 8 by?
By 5?
Ooh.
I think it's a flush.
So,
Ouch. What does she look
See,
like
this
as she
is
lays
why I'm
down
not
this
playing.
But
flesh?
like, I don't lay it down if I don't have to. If I can get them to fold.
right. So she is raising the pot. Merrick with two tens at a certain point concludes that it's too rich for his blood. Benoit is going down gloriously. He is carrying his pairs of sevens to the grave. Somebody rescue him, please. Kill this man before he is driven into.
I can tell from Eric's eyes that I've got him beat. But I look at her, and what do I see?
Question marks all the way across the screen.
Bleep and McBleep question marks.
Yeah.
McBleep.
It would seem that the power structure in the room has in no way shifted, no matter what she lays down or doesn't lay down. It is game 3 is done.
She won all three also so far.
No.
No.
Yeah. So
These ones here.
fourth guy. Merrick has something better than he had before, but not much. Benoit seems confused. Benoit seems confused. And this is, at this point,
The bowler is conflicted.
yeah. The read on Benoit is dangerous because you're not sure he knows how to play this game properly, and so he seems to think he might have something good, but then a few moments later he does not have any assuredness that he's got anything good.
Explain to me why you keep saying Uno.
Go fish. Oh, is that not? Is that not what
Got me, son.
Hey guys, all reds.
That's how you play.
What's the trump card?
Okay, I've got queen, king, king. Eat it.
What's the suit? Suit?
All reds is for elections allowed.
So, what do you do?
My face is straight,
That's nice.
and I'm confident in this one.
You're confident in this one, okay.
What do I see?
Emotionally,
A young man.
yeah,
His face is
there's joy, happiness, and pleasure and light in the universe. Merrick folds. Benoit is looks like he needs to go to the bathroom. He's
I need to see your cards first, Benoit.
So you're out. You folded, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could the young lady come over here
Harder?
and give me some advice? So, and he.
You ready to play?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
I take it he's doing well.
Okay.
With a guy like this, how could he go amiss?
And he's willing to raise the bet.
Alright, I raise it again.
And he looks and he raises it again.
I call.
Okay.
Well, if you call without raising,
That's the end.
that's
Yeah.
the end,
Yeah,
Yeah.
then he has to show.
He rolled a 1.
Oh.
But it's unadjusted. You can correct that. So it is all reds. But that's not what matters. It is a straight. But it's not a
Straight flush.
straight flush.
I lay down a straight flush.
Oh.
A royal straight flush.
I'm going for that.
Speaking of flush.
Yeah. Benoit's out for the night at that point because he's going to have to explain to his wife why they're going to be not eating as much over the next month.
You understand, dear, there's a famine.
There's
It's getting more expensive.
There's a
Mine's
famine,
getting
yeah.
scarcer.
And so they didn't have as much money to give me this month. Cause.
Totally not my fault.
Not my fault.
4 of 7. So
It
it's
wasn't
18.
me. I didn't do it.
Okay.
Yes. Intimate is one word for it.
Yeah. So this is the 5th game?
I fold.
Oh. Ooh.
I do not fold. But by your calculations, he took time to come to that conclusion. Do you stay in?
Oh.
Oh. So he confidently puts more money in. He raises. He makes an intelligence.
I watch his intelligence check.
He goes all in.
Oh. What did you?
Cuts over to the front. Apropos of nothing, did you know that my sister plays with food before she eats it?
Did you know? It cuts to you. It cuts to you just talking to some random guy in the field.
Okay, you call.
Let me tell
Can you
about
beat
my
an
sister.
11?
Yeah.
So yeah, he uses the bathroom after Benoit.
Oh.
And now it's a more intimate group.
Little girls are so mean.
Oh.
Two games
Oh.
left.
He
You've got
puts
no
more
rules.
money in. He comes back and
Whoa!
Whoa!
he puts more money in.
Where
He's not going to be beaten by children. The
I
baby
took
seal.
out a third mortgage on my house.
Yes, the baby seal has been beaten to death. But the badger is like, oh, shoot me again. I like it.
Wow. Okay.
So, okay.
Okay.
So he got in with everything that he'd already put in.
Yeah.
And now he's putting more money.
He's cracking open his wallet and putting more
Takes
money.
off his timepiece. He,
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, he is winning his money back.
Yeah.
Everybody has 4 mortgages today. There's no shame in it.
I fold again.
Who needs that youngest child anyway?
Your dice do not like it tonight.
No.
They say no poker for you.
What on the rolls? I'm like, I'm watching him. I'm watching him do his intelligence check. Roll a natural 1. Oh, that's great. I roll to win this game. 19. 19.
It's basically the same problem.
It's exactly
Wow.
Which that
yeah.
Just that one.
In this particular game, the most painful thing about it is that as the night has progressed, the ante has, been
I'm losing
rising.
a lot of money at this point.
And so just doing the ante is hurting. And he folds right after you do, unless you can't beat a 19.
I have no problem with you.
Yeah, okay.
Honestly, we folded. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I win.
Okay, well, there you go.
Last game.
No, this is game 6. That was game 5.
That was
That
just
was
game 6.
That was game.
Because
Yeah.
4 was when Benoit went out, 5 was
Oh.
Merrick,
Yeah,
and
she's
now
won
Merrick's
4.
back in.
He's won 1. I've
And
won
6
1.
was
Okay.
a double fold.
Okay.
Uno más.
Uno más.
Nobody's calling fold.
Out of curiosity, what do I see?
Stone cold radioactive granite.
She's reading them.
What does she see from you emotionally?
Desperately trying to hold it in.
Okay.
In a good way or a bad? In what?
He just really needs
What
to
is
go
it
to
that
that.
he's?
I know.
Yeah. It's his
Lots
turn.
of
It's his turn now.
Yeah.
Really has to pee.
Yeah.
Emotionally.
That's why I went to the bathroom.
Yes. Emotionally.
If this is if this is the equivalent of Texas Hold'em, whatever is in the is in their hand is giving both men equal optimism. Doesn't mean it's wise, but equal optimism. And what has now gone on the table still supports it.
What do I see, Merrick?
Merrick believes he has a good hand. He just statistically, the way the game has played out tonight, this hand is good, and it's statistically unlikely that you two would have good hands too, just when he had a good hand. So he is confident.
Is he one of those people that doesn't understand how statistics work?
Shut up! Shut up!
You
Shut up!
can't roll 2 19s in a row. That would never happen.
I raise.
Statistically, you could all have good hands.
He at that point reaches into his
is
wallet.
Artemis still in?
Is
I was like, she didn't say anything. Is she raising? Is
Because
she?
she hasn't said anything.
I
yeah.
know, that's why I was letting her.
So he raises.
I just was curious what she did before it went back in.
And do you all stay in? Next card goes down, and he stays in.
I raise.
He stays in. The last card goes down.
Raise.
He's all in.
Honestly, I can't even begin to match his all-in, so I all in what little I have.
Okay. Are you
It
in?
wouldn't be drama if I dropped out now.
Okay. Well.
Where's for you, it's not all in.
No.
I call.
It's just like moves one chip over. It's like, yeah, that matched both of you.
1, 2, 3, 4.
In order to have an exciting hand, it's not that you need a winning hand. It's that you need the winning hand when everybody else has winning hands. He rolled a 9. It's an 0-0. It's a 9-0-0. So it's a good hand. It is a winning hand. It is a 9 hand. It's not a
one hand, for sure.
it's so
I mean,
it's the
although all things being equal, a critical will beat any lower number unless the lower number also is a critical.
but in this case,
But it depends on what you needed to roll.
yeah, it depends on what he needed to roll. In other case, he was able to look at this in his judgment and say, this is a winning hand. It's not a royal flush, but
It's not a win every game without fail hand.
and
It is
it's
a hand
just
that wins
this is a good hand. So this is the CIA agent in at Casino Royale who pushes forward the hand. So who goes next?
What does he lay down?
He lays down a full house. It is threes and pair of fives.
Truly excellent hand. I lay down a 4 of a kind.
Oh, God.
All 10s.
Sorry, that's just me. He stays in his seat. Okay. That was a good hand. That was a good hand. What was it, 4 of a kind, 10 high? That's what you said?
Yeah, 10.
I have a full house. 10s and
Okay.
Wait, so there's 6 10s in this
No.
deck?
No, because it's Texas Hold'em and there's 2 on the table.
No.
But that means his full house wouldn't.
It means that his 4 of a kind, that at that moment, Bond wins it all.
And we swoop it in, and I give you an odd look.
And Merrick is a much poorer man. And you've gone through about half your lunch money. For today.
I think I've had enough. Good evening. Thank you both for playing.
Good game.
Good game.
The
Hey Dick, can you hang on to this for me?
He does.
How much do you actually walk away with after you pay her back for your loan?
It's true, I do pay you back for the loan. A lot.
Merrick, oh, and don't even talk about Benoit.
I have 3 people's money minus some initial entry money.
Well, she won one of those, did
Yeah, he won
Yeah.
though when Benoit went all in, and then when Merrick went all in, also ends up being more.
You are at about 4:30 in the morning when you reach the rail yards north of East Side.